Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. A Crime Stop tip led Hopkins County deputy to an address on North Davis Street where he found Miranda Louise Miller, age 36, of Sulphur Springs, exiting a vehicle. She was wanted on a parole violation. Driving the vehicle was Jonathan Lee Ferris. In the vehicle, the deputy found methamphetamine. Neither Miller nor Ferris were aware of the meth, according to their statements to the deputy. A search of the vehicle that revealed the methamphetamine came after the deputy noted a glass pipe in the passenger seat of the vehicle. The pipe was the type used to smoke methamphetamine. Both individuals said all they had was weed. Both are in Hopkins County Jail, charged with possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. Miller is also in jail for the parole violation. A Hopkins County deputy was seeking the arrest of a wanted felon at an apartment building on Bill Bradford Road. When he knocked on the door, the occupant of the apartment, Creston Leon Weatherall, age 29, would not answer the door. After the deputy left the address, Weatherall's girlfriend, the one wanted on the parole violation, exited the back door and started walking away from the residence. An unidentified tipster called the sheriff's office. Weatherall was arrested for hindering apprehension of a wanted felon. He's in Hopkins County Jail, held on a $10,000 bond. Before a packed Hopkins County Commissioner's courtroom Monday morning, Robin Bass, Deputy District Director for Congressman John Ratcliffe, presented County Judge Robert Newsom a flag that had flown over the U.S. Capitol building in Newsom's honor. Commissioners also proclaimed a proclamation honoring the Sulphur Bluff Fire Department for past and current service to the county. In honoring Judge Newsom, Bass stated that the county judge was honored for his service to the county and to many other government entities. A number of county, city, and civic leaders were present for the presentation. Newsom was surprised when he was presented the flag and the certificate. The Sulphur Bluff Fire Department has a heritage of providing fire protection in Hopkins County following a disastrous fire at the Sulphur Bluff School Gym. The fire in 1974 prompted 14 individuals to organize the volunteer fire department. Some of those citizens and/or family members continue to serve as volunteers for the department. In the proclamation, it listed the 14 individuals who were motivated to organize the department: James Pee Wee Bassham, J.T. Putt Bassham, Mike Bassham, Billy Chester, Gene Beal, Henry Allen Davis, Darrell Deaton, Bert Dorner, George Dorner, Tommy Holcomb, Joe Don Jocelyn, Don Patterson, and T.L. Sanderson. Sanderson supported the efforts by lending a 1968 Chevy milk truck to serve in hauling water to the site, where volunteers operated with buckets and water-soaked feed sacks. The Sulphur Bluff Fire Department was founded in late 1975 as one of the first volunteer fire departments to serve Hopkins County. The Commissioner's Court urges all citizens of Hopkins County to celebrate the outstanding efforts of the firemen of the Sulphur Bluff Volunteer Fire Department, to recognize the dedication and their perseverance to provide protection for the citizens of Hopkins County and their property, and offer sincere appreciation for the servanthood of each one. Here's Don Julian with sports.
The Wildcats soccer team looked really good Friday night in a 4-0 win over Melissa at Gerald Prim Stadium. The Wildcats are now 5-5-2. More from Wildcat soccer coach Alexi Upton.
Yeah, we played really well, versus Melissa, smaller school, but still had a lot of talent. One of their players was absolutely phenomenal, number 10, great on the ball. He was worrying me all night, regardless whether it was 3-0, 4-0. All night I was just worried that he could change the game real quick, and he had the ability to. But we played phenomenal. We were great in the attack. We kept the ball really well, and we really just showed what we can do. I'm, really excited to see us going forward. So
it was good to see them possess the ball most of the time. They kept it away.
Yeah, we were keeping the ball really well. We looked really great in the attack. There was very few mistakes on our behalf, so it was a really good moment for us.
You could have had more. Coach always says that, but 2 goals in the first half and 2 in the second half.
Yeah, 2 goals. Diosdado, our young sophomore up top, he's really starting to put them away. He got 2. Omar Hernandez got 1, and our 4th one was Alfredo Vargas Jr. Just smashed it in there. It was kind of weird, but it was a great goal. We're rolling, and we're feeling really confident about ourselves. So.
Yeah, it's a good time to get that going, with district play starting, and you've got Greenville, and we know they're very, very tough. So I know you've been looking forward to that for some time.
Greenville and Mount Pleasant are the two people that we're going to have to worry about, and we start with Greenville tomorrow. It's at our house at 7 o'clock, so it's going to be a great game for people to come and see. It's going to be a real high-paced game. They're exact carbon copy of us. They're very aggressive. They like to score a lot of goals. They like to just go, go, go. They literally just like us. So it's going to be a very interesting game. So.
Yeah, they were hard for us to hang with them last year. Yeah. I know they lost one very, very good player, but obviously they got a lot coming back.
Yeah, they're just like Mount Pleasant. They're always going to have talented players. They're a factory. They keep making more and more every year. So they got a really great number 10 up top that can score a lot of goals. So we shall see. We shall see.
All right. The Lady Cats soccer team ran into a very good Melissa soccer team Friday evening at Gerald Prim Stadium, and the Lady Cardinals won 6-0. More on that match from Lady Cats soccer coach Joel Bailey.
Very talented. Speaking with their coach afterwards, a lot of youth. Their center midfielder was a senior, and their goalkeeper was a senior, and then the two freshmen up top, dominating players, great players. Skill obviously showed up early on in the game.
Yeah, you don't have many players get 5 goals against you. That's pretty outstanding.
Yeah, the first half we looked to be kind of in control of the game, even though we succeeded an early goal early on in the match. I just thought that, okay, we're going to get a break in the second half, and then it's just going to open up for us. And unfortunately, they were a talented squad, and hats off to their coaching staff.
All right. As we discussed a little bit, and I think during the boys' game when you were on there, that it's nice to have a chance to kind of start over 0-0 and, with district play and everybody's tied.
Absolutely, yeah. It is nice that, this is where it counts. Everything in preseason is to build towards where we're currently at with tomorrow night with Greenville on the road, and it is nice to just kind of take an eraser and just forget the past, learn from the mistakes, learn from what we did right, and then keep moving forward. And hopefully the mistakes will get less and less, and we'll just have a positive outlook on what we're going to do in the district season.
Have you seen Greenville? How do they impress you?
No, I have not seen Greenville. Historically speaking, we've kind of had their number. I know varsity and JV wise, they graduated last year 2 players that were very talented for them, a lot of productivity for them. But it's the time of the year where you got to do more than just put a uniform on and show up. You've got to earn every single victory, and we're not anticipating to underestimate anybody in district play this year.
Yeah, that's what I remember about them last year, the 2 good players that they had. And I think one of those graduated, went to Ouachita with one of ours.
Correct. Kaylee Bobbitt, she ended up going to Ouachita Baptist with McKenna Kager and to play for Coach Wright. So, very high energy player in Bobbitt. She was a difference maker for that Greenville program over the past 4 years, and as McKenna was for our program. So it was good for those girls to be able to match up together and go to the same club, and successes to them in Ouachita.
As you told us on Friday, the team getting a little healthier and getting players back, so that helps you as you start district.
Absolutely. It is nice to have everybody healthy again. We do have one with an ankle injury right now, so we're trying to nurse that back as soon as possible with rehab, and just hopefully we can just get back in the win column and build success for this district season.
In cold weather Friday, the Wildcats tennis team competed at a meet in Paris. The Wildcats JV also played there on Thursday. Wildcats tennis coach Tony Martinez gives us some highlights.
We were there on Thursday with the JV. Really cold that day. The wind was blowing up to 20 miles plus, and it was still cool. But we did well in the boys doubles there. Tate Smith and Austin Bowie, they won first place in boys singles there, so I was really happy with that. So. They're amazing, and they're moving just where we want them to be on the JV, just competing week to week.
All right. On the varsity side, that was a Friday.
Friday, we went back on Friday morning. Not so cold. Wind wasn't blowing, so we did well. We did some different, like I said, we talked about it earlier, making some different combinations, and kind of fell short with our mixed doubles, Jonah Kirkpatrick and little Jolie can too. They really hadn't had any playing time together, and you kind of see that. They were kind of like a little confusing at times out there. We were happy to be in the semifinals, but if we'd have been in the other half, we know we could have beaten the other team. But, that's just the way the luck is on the draw. Right. Our boys' doubles really emerged. We had both doubles teams go. We put in our number 2 place, they got second place was Jordan Gonzalez and Michael McCord, and they did really well. And they fought our number 1 doubles team pretty good too, which is Logan Schumacher and Aaron Lucas played them a real tough match, and so it's going to be different because now we may have 2 doubles teams going into that, and working there. So we're happy. It was, like I said, good. We got some medals and got some playing time. We had some fun, But what really impressed me over on Friday was how cold it was. But our players, they had the option of staying in the bus in between matches through the whole day for 8 hours. They stayed and supported each other from court to court. So that's what I was really amazed. Not so much happy about, we get some medals and all this, but how they supported each other. And that's what it's important to this team. And, it's what's important to me too.
All right. You have a lot of time for a lot of court time, practice time. I think it's a week and a half or something, a couple more weeks until
about 2 weeks, really. I'll say 2 weeks. We'll get to the John Tyler tournament with our varsity, and we're really looking forward to that one. This one, because it's going to be good. I mean, you have Tyler Lee, you have Longview, you have Kilgore. It's going to be a little bit more tough than what we're looking at, and that's what we want. We want the competition this time, but it's given us 2 weeks to work on the little details, the little things, the X's and the O's, to get them all in the right place. So we're looking forward to it in 2 weeks.
What do you do with your tennis team on a day like this?
Well, you know what? We just acquired an indoor court.
Really?
We're going to be working out this afternoon if the courts are wet. This will be the first day today. I put it together on Saturday morning, and it took about 3 or 4 hours, but I got it all put together. And so we can come out and work out this afternoon from 4 to 5:30. You can't play a match on it, but you can do the hitting, strokes, the volleys, and you can hit serves. The court surface is fast. I got on and tried to hit it, and it's a little bit faster than your regular court. But to get all the fundamentals done, we have no excuses now. So we can be in here for hours in the evening. So that's a first here for Sulphur Springs Tennis is the new indoor facility type where we can use an indoor net and get some things done during the next week, or inclement weather type, be it snow or cold. We're going to be able to still work out on a daily basis now.
The number 20 ranked Saltillo Lady Lions basketball team handily won a playoff warm-up game against number 23 ranked Iredale 62-23 on Saturday. The Lady Lions jumped out to a 17-5 lead after 1 quarter and added to the lead throughout the game. Anna Reeder led the Lady Lions with 28 points. Maddie Smith had 11 points. Chandler Bain had 9 points. Jocelyn Ochoa scored 7 points, and Brittany Peoples had 2 points. The Lady Lions had a good day at the free throw line, hitting 12 of 14. That's 86%. The Lady Lions improved their season record to 27-8. The Lady Lions, as district champion, get a bye in bi-district playoff action, so they will play next in the area round on February 14th against either Bryson or St. Joe. Sulphur Springs senior softball player Corey Gaddis, who plays with THESA, that's Texas Homeschool Educators Sports Association, and with the Texas Blaze traveling team, signed a letter of intent to play college softball at Enterprise State Community College's Boll Weevils in Enterprise, Alabama. A signing event took place Sunday afternoon at the Rock of First Baptist Church of Sulphur Springs. Gaddis is in her 4th year as a player for THESA. The signing event was attended by Lady Cat softball coach David Carrillo, THESA coach Chris Voorhees, Texas Blaze head coach Kevin Ward, Texas Blaze assistant coach Jake Williams, and Enterprise State Community College head coach Tracy Harrison. Corey is the daughter of John Robert Gaddis and Anita Wittrell Gaddis.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.